What is up, Buttercup? Hey, thanks for stopping by Just Cooking with the Guys. I appreciate you taking time to watch our videos. Well, in today's economy, with inflation at an all-time high and groceries at an all-time high, if you can cut some corners and save some money, I think you're like me and you're going to agree that that's the best thing to do. A few days ago, I was at Costco and I noticed that they had a particular roast on sale for $4.49 a pound. I snatched that dude up and brought it home, and I had a plan. Now, this was in two separate pieces, and they were basically right at 2 pounds each. The first, I cut up into about 4-ounce pieces and packaged up to make good chicken fried steak out of. Now, I didn't tenderize these at the time, but when I pull them out, I will take my meat tenderizer and I will pound them out and tenderize them, and it's going to be some great chicken fried steak. Very lean meat, no gristle, which a lot of times you will find in the cube steak that you buy in the grocery store. It'll have some gristle, and that's not good to eat. The second piece I took and put in the oven, and I roasted that dude off to about 130 degrees, 135 degrees, pulled it out. I let it cool. I wrapped it in saran wrap. I placed that dude in the refrigerator, brought it out the next day, and got out my meat slicer. Now, I've got a relatively inexpensive meat slicer. I think we gave 80 bucks for it on Amazon several years ago, but it does the job. And I cut this dude up, kind of shaved it into some real thin pieces, and made some excellent deli style roast beef. Now, I was just out of curiosity. I stopped by my local grocery store yesterday, just after I finished up this cutting of the meat and slicing up the roast, and just to see what deli roast meat went for per pound. Out of the deli, it's $13.99 a pound. So I skipped over to the meat market to check on the cube steak. It was $8.49 a pound. So I basically got 2 pounds of cube steak and 2 pounds of deli meat at $4.49 a pound, and that's basically about $19. Now, if you price out 2 pounds of deli meat at $13.99 a pound and 2 pounds of cube steak at $8.49 a pound, that's $42. Now, you take away that $19 that I spent originally, and that gives you a savings of about $13, and that's the prices that the current prices when I'm putting this video together. So you can save a lot of money by doing things yourself. I bought an eye round. That's what the piece of meat was. A very lean piece of meat, had some fat on the back that I cut off, very little waste. And I tell you what, it turned out to be some great roast beef, and I know it's going to be some great chicken fried steak. So stick around and watch how we do this, and I think you'll agree that you can save money by doing some things yourself without spending those high prices at the grocery store. We'll be right back. I'm going to start by trimming this dude up a little bit. It's got a little bit of fat on the back, so we're going to try to ease this off of here as best we can. It's not a lot, but we don't need that. Try to make us some good lean deli meat here. Well, you wind up about like that. And you see that's a nice, good, lean piece of meat. I'm going to season this up with some Craig's brisket seasoning. Got the oven preheating to 450 degrees. And we're going to put this on a rack on top of a cookie sheet. And we're going to cook this dude for about 15 minutes or so, then lower the heat and finish it off to about 130, 135 degrees internal. This is going to make some great deli meat. I've got my meter. We're going to monitor our temperature. Put that in fairly deep there, about like so. We'll drop that dude in the oven and let her cook till about 15 minutes or so, and then we will drop the temperature to 300 degrees and finish it off to 130, 135 degrees. So we'll be right back. Okay, the other side of this is going to be relatively simple. I'm going to trim the fat off of it. Something I really enjoy is good chicken fried steak. And it's hard to find cube steak that doesn't have a lot of gristle in it. And this is an excellent choice for chicken fried steak. You can, it's really kind of versatile. You can use this as a smothered steak where you simmer it for a long, slow period, or you can tenderize it and it makes excellent chicken fried steak. And that's what I'm going to cut this up for. Get a little bit more of this silver skin off of here. And I'm just going to cut this in pieces about like that. I'll package these up. Use my vacuum sealer. And when the time comes for us to make some good chicken fried steak or smothered steak, I'll take these out, take my meat tenderizer and mallet, and pound these out, and we'll be good to go. So you're getting the most out of one cut of meat at a really good price. A lot better price than you find in a lot of supermarkets. And I'll leave that piece as it is. So we've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 pieces there. I'll package these up probably in 3s and we'll be good to go. So we'll do some chicken fried steak soon, and you can see how we pound this out and tenderize it. Stick around. We'll be back when we get our other piece out for our deli roast. And as you can see, we've got them labeled up and they're ready to go. We'll pop these in the freezer and we'll have round steak, cube steak, tenderized eye of round when we get ready for it. Okay, let's unwrap this dude and see where we're at here. It's set overnight. That's some nice juices. Let me hang on to those. We may use those. I'm going to cut this dude in half. Oh yeah. That looks nice. This is going to slice up and smells great too. We're going to slice this up into some sandwiches here. So I'm going to move over to the slicer. If you don't have a slicer, you could do this by hand, I guess, if you got some pretty mad knife skills. But at any rate, we're going to throw this on the slicer and we'll be right back. Okay, let's slice this dude up and see what we've got here. Look at that. That's going to be some. Yes, for sure. That's going to make some mean sandwiches. Let me get this sliced up, finish slicing this up here, and we'll build a sandwich here in just a second. Okay, we got a nice amount of roast beef here. It's all lean. And we're going to build our sandwich. My wife, I told her I was going to use mustard on mine, and she kind of snarled her nose. She said she wanted some mayo and horseradish and I don't know, some other stuff mixed in there, but I'm going to build this sandwich up here the way I want it, and she can build hers the way she wants it, and we'll both be happy. So, maybe, one more piece. Let's do one more piece. There we go. There we go. I'm going to put just a little bit of salt. Maybe just a tad. Bit of black pepper. Roll that dude over. And there you have it. That's going to be a good sandwich, I can tell already. Let's give it a taste and see how it turned out. Man, that is a good sandwich. Tender beef, flavorful beef by using the Craig's brisket seasoning. Hey, thanks for stopping by Just Cooking with the Guys. I appreciate you taking time to watch our videos. If you haven't subscribed yet, I please wish you would and help me grow my channel. But for now, I'm going to go eat a roast beef sandwich, and I'll see you.